What are you saying, people? Welcome back to another episode of Fleet Footed. I'm gonna come at you super quick. Um, I just wanted to give it some time. I didn't. Obviously, we've seen a lot of reactions. I gave a reaction on AFTV, who I think are getting a bit unfair, bit of stick. Granted, someone made a comment, and he was just acting out an emotion. But I wanted to just actually just give my thoughts on just where Arsenal are at after the Everton match, prior to the Palace match on Wednesday. I think it's always good to detach, like decompress and not just say stuff in the moment, right? So actually, just when I review the Everton game again, obviously I've seen some people compare, oh yeah, Man United beat them 4-0, why couldn't Arsenal beat them, blah, 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 blah. Well, you have to understand, Everton, if anyone watched the Everton versus United game at Old Trafford and watched it against Arsenal, you can clearly see one team, they set up looking to actually get something, and another team, they set up not trying to do anything. Like, it was very, very clear. If you watch the United game, Everton tried to get United, and you saw that in the opening minutes. They had chances, right? They weren't that adventurous against Arsenal. Granted, they had that chance with Doucouré right at the start, but they didn't really try and attack Arsenal, right? But I don't want to talk too much about Everton. I think ultimately coming out that game, I think Arteta needs to take some serious accountability. I think the players need to take some accountability as well. And the reason why I'll say this is because as much as, yes, Arteta, and I'll get onto him, as much as he kind of fumbled things, I still think in the first half, Arsenal had more than enough chances. We had enough openings to actually score a goal. And this is the thing that I think people, people are saying, yeah, we're not creating as much, which is clear, right? We're not finding enough solutions to the fact that teams are tripling up on our right side now. They know we attack, and our left side is just so poor that nothing happens there, right? But one thing that has to be said is that the team is still getting chances to score. Fulham, we were bad. We weren't great. We had so much of the ball. We didn't do much, but we still had the chances. And the reason why I'm saying this, I'm not trying to absolve the team of any blame. I'm just trying to say, when you're playing teams like that, you have to take your chances. You have to be clinical, because then when you score a goal, it forces them to completely change their dynamic. Can you imagine if Odegaard takes one of his two good chances in that first half? If he scores one of those, I don't think Everton set up that way when they're losing. If Partey scores his header against Fulham and we complete the turnaround 2-1, I don't think Fulham set up the way they set up. I think they try and actually attack us and try and get a point at home. So I'm just saying, I think the players need to take some accountability. We're just not clinical. And for anyone trying to talk about January, please stop it. You know our club. We are not going to buy anyone in January. We are not, I'll be shocked if they buy anyone. We are not trying to buy any single person in January. So I think let's just forget that. The team needs to look for solutions from within. This team, I said it on AFTV, I'm going to say it again. This Arsenal team is good enough to win the title, because the Liverpool's team is not better than this Arsenal team. It really isn't, despite the fact our alarming lack of options on the left and whatnot. Not lack of options, but poor options, right? This team is still good enough. I think the players and Arteta need to take accountability. And in terms of Arteta, I think, look, bro, you signed a contract till 2027. You need to, you need to do something. I said it on my brother's, I said it on the pod with my brother, Bad Blood. I said it on AFTV. My eyes are on Mikel Arteta, because, bro, this is your team now. This is your squad, your style, your players. Bro, what's going on? What are you doing? The team looks like it's regressed. We just look so risk averse, and I don't get it. It's strange. I think one game we're fluid and whatnot, the other game we're not. I don't even have time to focus on the Odegaard stick. I'm focusing on Arteta. I'm looking at his setup. I think he panicked, man. He really panicked against Everton, and all the subs he made, it was senseless, because I couldn't tell you what type of approach, what type of tactic, what type of way he was looking to break Everton down. I just couldn't tell you. So I think Arteta, he's got to take a serious look at himself. I still give him the nod. I think he just needs to be humble. He just needs to be humble and stop trying to be this extra smart guy. It's kind of arrogant. It's like you've not done anything, bro. You need to be humble. Stick to what works with the team. I don't know. Like we were so fluid 2 seasons ago. I don't know. And even last season, this year 2024, we were smashing teams. I don't know. I think the going forward now, where do Arsenal turn to? We just need to keep calm. I think I'm seeing too many fans. Yes, it's not good. Yes, this is our chance. City are blowing it. Arsenal aren't capitalising. Chelsea are the team that are actually doing what Arsenal are meant to be doing, taking advantage, because they've won every time Liverpool have dropped points now. But I think from a spiritual point of view, I would just say 2 Timothy 4 verses 5, it teaches that you got to keep your head in all situations and endure hardship. Arsenal are just not going through a good moment at the moment. I mean, it's not been good enough. But I think this is it's still far too early for us to spaz out like the world is ending. No, it's not. But I think these Palace matches are huge. This Palace match, Carabao is huge. You need Arteta, bro. You need to pick up something. You can't be looking down on Carabao Cup. We need to win something. Winning creates momentum. So what's my mindset between now and the end of the season? Let's see what the team does. I'm not going to talk about the title. I don't think the players want to win this league. I think if they did, they'd be shown a lot more. I think here now is where Arteta really needs to earn his coin. Here's where you really need to. You think you're such a good manager, right? You need to show that. You need to actually prove that you're a really good manager. Because, bro, what you're doing, what we're seeing is just not good enough. But I'm gonna keep calm. Okay, great. We're 4 points off Chelsea. That's not good. Our situation with Liverpool hasn't changed. That's not good. But again, we're still not at halfway. We're still not even at the halfway point of the season. Granted, we're 3 games off it, but there's still. Let's see what the team does. That's all I'm gonna say. And I think for now, Arsenal fans, forget all of this freak out. Let's just back the team. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's just see what happens, innit? But if you wanna pile on anyone, let's look at Arteta. I think he's the one that really deserves scrutiny after this. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on Arsenal so far. Palace is a must-win. That won't be an easy game. You know exactly how they're going to set up. They've beaten Villa away, they've beaten Brighton away, and they've beaten them exactly the same way. Compact, pace on the break. You know they're going to come to the Emirates and do the same thing. Glasner even said, hey, we like playing against teams who play a high line. You know what they're going to do. And you know what they're going to do at their ground at Selhurst Park as well. So I'm really, really expecting to see a different dimension to Arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a good response from them, man. I think a bit of the criticism has been some of it, a lot of it is justified, but some of it is over the top. Let's just back the team. Let's keep our heads. Let's see what the team does. We're not even halfway in the season yet. And let's hope Arteta can humble out and start actually coaching properly. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. Take care, and I'll see you after the Palace matches.